So, gang, I want to talk to you about how you filter your life. So, it's amazing. I've learned a lot about, as some of you know, I invest in real estate as well, and we have this situation on Long Island where the water is not the best in some parts of Long Island. So, treating our water is an important process. And so, one of my properties, they were talking about there's a problem with the house. The water is yellow and smells, right? So, so I'm telling my guy, I want you to put in a filtration system. And he doesn't know what to put in. And so I spent a few minutes wanting to learn because that's how I am. I'm a learning based type of person. And so I discover that there's different types of filters that take out different. So a whole house filter, you might have 3 chambers, and the water goes through each chamber, and each chamber does its own thing. And now comes at the end, when it's all done, nice, clean, soft water, which makes me think that we should have filters in our life. That sometimes we have garbage that comes into our life. It could be news. It could be other colleagues who are saying negative, draining things. It could be, it could be, we're married to that. It could be family members, whatever. And you have to be careful on the advice that you take. You want to filter it out to make sure that the advice or the people in your life are giving you clean, caring, crystal tasting water. Let me tell you a personal thing I haven't shared ever. So I had a good friend. I won't mention their name because I'm going to say something negative about this. But I had a good friend that I talked to on a regular basis, and there was a time in my career as a speaker that I fell on hard times financially. And the advice that this guy gave me was that I should sell my house and start off fresh, file bankruptcy, and go get an apartment. And this is somebody I really respected their knowledge. And I was shocked that he was telling me this. And, well, I felt like that was poison water. I didn't like it. Something smelt off with that advice. I decided to not take that advice. I filtered it through my own filters. And I looked at what would that do to me psychologically to fail like that, to not turn a breakdown into a breakthrough. I was behind on my mortgage. I was real bad. Well, long story short, I decided when I filtered his advice through my system, I realized that, you know what, failure cannot be an option for me. So instead of doing that, I had his advice piss me off, saying, I'm going to turn this around. Well, I didn't file bankruptcy. I didn't sell my house. Now I own 11 houses. Now I can retire today if I want to. So I turned my life around without doing that, but I filtered it through and used that energy of that upset and that conversation to produce clean water for my life. So what I'm saying is I want you to make sure that you filter the advice from people that they give you. Filter it through your morals. Filter it through your belief system. Filter it through your commitments to your life, to your family. And then once you filter through, the decision you make may be something totally different from what was first started. But it's the truth or the true action plan that you should take because you did the proper filtering through your own standards and morals and beliefs and faith. I hope that helps somebody.